Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the top left side as the red Abbasid Dynasty. We have the kid spawn on the south side as the yellow French with LucifroN. And the French villagers, whoa, look at that. The French is eyeing for a fast boar, and he almost pinned his own scout there to be killed off by the boar there as well. Interesting. Either way, let's talk about economic benefits. The French do have access to a couple of small benefits, slightly faster villager production, as well as free blacksmith research, and later on in the Castle Age, he can get access to some additional cost reductions around the keep. The Abbasid player has, of course, one of the best economic benefits in the game. The Golden Age Tier 1. The Golden Age Tier 1 allows you to get 15% collection rate for all resources, or just simply having 10 buildings. When it comes to feudal age units, the Abbasid Dynasty player can employ out some camel archers, which are a mounted archer that has less range, hits harder, does still do bonus damage to spearmen, and it has anti-cavalry debuff for it. While the French does have access to the Royal Knight, a very powerful early knight variant. And something to notice as well, look at the map. The Abbasid player, both the forest puppers are right next to each other, so this would be a great expansion location here. The French, their deer are not too far apart as well, and the boar is actually being claimed. I wonder, how quickly did he spot that boar? He must have spotted that almost immediately, didn't he? This map is supposed to have like a bunch of high ground, but this map in particular has very little high ground. Just got a couple areas here, probably large enough for a keep each, but that's about it. We do now have the military wing being employed on the field, which will give them access to a pair of spearmen and camel riders. And of course, the French are going for the standard school of cavalry. Of course, he's going to employ it right outside of the board, because that's where his villagers were located at. The School of Cavalry is a good landmark because not only get a, honestly, the most powerful effect about this landmark is not the 20% faster production speed for all your stables, the fact that it's just straight up a stable. So you don't have to take time to collect resources to get a military structure up to, and you can immediately start producing Royal Knights. It give you quite a bit of momentum swing. The Abbasid player is throwing a bunch of villagers there onto stone. He's eyeing for the, the second town center nice and early. He's also collected up a lot of berries. Oh, that's a good number of sheeple there. There's 14 sheep. Yellow, on the other hand, hardly found any sheep now, didn't he? It appears that he only found, that's just only 3 original sheep. Okay, there's some sheep around there. That's only 4 sheep that Yellow found. Luckily, he went for an early boar, or else he may have actually been running low on food. Let's go and fast forward a little bit for the age up. We do now have the archers and spearmen now advancing on forward. He does go ahead and rage that boar. Pumbaa is going to be attacking these spearmen, getting some good free damage there. The boar is an incredibly powerful asset there. Does snipe on those sheep, and that is actually somewhat important seeing how little sheep the French player has found. Oh, look at this as well. Stone, gold. Is that like a perfect placement in town center right there as well? Red has a lot of resources stocked very close to each other. Yellow does have the stone relatively close, has a nice little school of cavalry in between. Not a bad spot for a keep right around here either. High ground doesn't provide any combat benefits, but does give you sight range benefits. He does go and scare these forest puppers. He does go and stab that one as well. And this actually can be very annoying for the French player. He does have 1 round 9 field. Each spearman does provide good amount of bonus damage. However, they're not hardened spearmen. A Royal Knight may be able to take out all this force. With 2 Royal Knights, he can easily take out this force. Scan charge attack there. And there we go. He's going to quickly pick off the spearmen. Very good. And they do have their canted, not canted saddles. It's the upgrade. Their charge attack bonus for a short amount of time, and does pick off all this forces here for a nice 1-2 punch with the Royal Knights. Third Royal Knight on the field, fourth Royal Knight on the way, and now we do see the wood level 1 wood upgrade now being upgraded for in stone or gold mining upgrade for the French. Red has not deployed out any additional military units, and his only remaining one technically is a scout, which may go down shortly. Does get a charge attack there. Royal Knight in pursuit. And does poke the butt. Good number of villagers are idle here, and there's 15 villagers here. He does withdraw 5 of the villagers here, so he does have enough garrison area for his villagers. Charge attack comes forward, does connect 2 of the villagers, and 1-2 and 2 quick snipes there. He has a good amount of sheeple there, so he may, with the Royal Knights not prowling around, it may be a good idea not to collect the berries and go just collect the sheeple. The Abbasid player is eyeing for a good number of lumberjacks at the moment. He may be eyeing to get out some additional military structures. Yes, he is. An archery range and barracks. Not uncommon composition with a French player mix in archers to engage the spearmen to go along with his Royal Knights, which is appearing the composition. And for the Abbasid player, he's going for spearmen and probably needs to mix in some archers to engage his opponent's archers. He could go for regular horsemen to try and engage the French archers. We do have now a mill trying to be pulled on the field, which not only improves the drop-off rate and capacity of these berries. There's a lot of food here. In fact, there's also more food. I just realized that berries. Not only there's 2 good spots for stone. His last stone deposit right here, though. So he has access to a large amount of stone back in his base area. When it comes to gold on the map, I can see the French has nice little line of gold here. The Abbasid players' gold deposits are much, much more spread out. And so he's going to have to venture a little bit more on the map. The French has a nice deposit of gold. We do now have a camel archer in the field. Very nice, which is deployed at the archer range. So going for camel archer spearmen, which is similar to archer and spearmen. And just camel archers do also apply the debuff. They do have 24 damage per shot versus the opposing spearmen. Of course, it's the French. He's going for archers. Camel archers do cost 180 if I remember correctly. Oh no, they cost 240. They are expensive. How's our health? We have 140 health. The biggest benefit right now is the debuff, and these Royal Knights are getting some nice chivalry there for health regen. These villagers are getting impaled, and they're getting annihilated. He does not have textiles research, and now he's down 5 villagers. The French player does have a slight villager production. I think it's like 20% of this age, maybe 30%. So him having 1 less town center can be mitigated, especially if he kills off his opponent's villagers. That's one good way to mitigate the lack of extra town centers. Horseman took a nice volley there. Camel archers do hit relatively hard as well, so they can put damage on the Royal Knights with the high pierce armor. These Royal Knights are not charging their way forward. Does pick up the horseman. Scout takes some rounds as well. And looks like a yellow. I'm not sure if that boar was killed off by red, but yellow's collecting those boar now. And we have a significant number of knights on the field. We do now have siege engineers being pulled out by the French player. Eyeing for a couple battering rams could help him seal the game. Right now, the army value size, this army size itself is relatively similar, 21 to 23. The army value is definitely in favor of yellow. Does have enough wood there for a battering ram. Another force plus pupper does go down there. Now the French archers are eyeing for some battering rams. We got a good number of camel archers here, as well as spearmen. Trying to push forward, torch down some stuff. He's trying to ward away this royal knight. 2 spearmen in this region will probably be adequate. Needs to... He sees 1, not the entire army, so probably shouldn't divert his entire army to engage it. Camel archers moving around, trying to get some good hits. Does get some good hits there. Townsend arrows are raining on in as well. Yellow's not advancing forward during this big distraction. Does take out that royal knight quite quickly. Now I got the mills from going down. Remember as well, this is Abbasid. This is where his 2 landmarks are, very close to each other. A couple hits there. Spearman did get a small spear brace there. Gave some good damage. Good hits there. Does take out that one of those villagers as well. Royal Knight's in pursuit. Besides not advance on forward. Good number of horsemen in this region as well. Army size 37 to 40. 1 battering ram still in the field. Battering down the House of Wisdom. May want to send a couple villagers over here just to torch it down. And now do you have the hardened spearman research for the French. He sees so many horsemen on the field as well. He's going to go for a handful of spearmen himself. But they will see bows damage from the camel archers, but they will of course deal bows damage versus the camel archers as well. So they do counter each other. No textiles research just yet. Couple knights being put out over here. Don't need to know if the fire force here. This area is starting to get torched down. Remember as well, the House Wisdom does provide +5 fire armor. At this point in time, torches only do 13 damage. Battering ram now is still hitting the House of Wisdom. Down south, horsemen and camel archers do fall back to get damage there. No economic or blacksmith research for the Abbasid player, while yellow has got a mix of everything. So not only yellow has a higher quality army, he also has a higher quality army with his blacksmith research. You're now phalanx being put on the field, a very powerful spearman upgrade. And now the battering ram will go down. Does pick himself off a row knight there. Very nice. Archers making their advance. Got a line of not blacksmith, walls right there. Why do you think blacksmith? Got 2 proxy barracks here. The French is at population cap at the moment. Those villagers still... Oh, I like that sheep carcass that was sniped earlier in this game. They do withdraw from the region. They kind of collect those berries as well. Zalek Doggo trying to bite that archer. Golden Age Tier 2 has now been activated. And the French almost has enough resources to age up. Now we do have now the Royal Institute. If he's able to save enough gold for some powerful research, that could help him seal the game. because right now his army's in pretty good quality. His opponent is mass producing units. He has a great number of spearmen in the field as well. He has a counter army. His opponent has more of a not counter army. All its infrastructure will go down. He doesn't have any blacksmiths back here. You may want to get out a blacksmith, or not blacksmith, barracks back here. If you got some stone, you will get the cost reduction benefits. We do now have more research coming on in, including the veteran knight and veteran archer research. He's able to squeeze enough gold for the royal bloodlines that can be incredibly powerful, but now, since he aged up, there's quite a bit of resource he does not have deployed on the field. These villagers do get inside the town center there. Constant arrows doing some great damage, and his archers getting some good damage there as well. This is a very urbanized environment. A lot of this areas have these schools having trouble moving. A couple exposed villagers there cleaning up the forest puffers, which could go down. Royal Knight spearmen now trying to make their way forward as well. Red spearmen approaching way forward. A couple of yellow villagers getting hit. He does have textiles research. Yellow's army is still quite healthy. A couple of these, a number of these villagers may go down. They're all still alive, but also wounded. And he will get only one horseman pursued. Red did lose his majority of his army right there. Now he's trying to advance and pursue these horses. Knights are falling back. Archer still pushing their way forward, getting good damage on everything. Back here. Yellow may have only lost like... Did Yellow even lose a villager there? Yellow may have lost like one village there. Yeah, Red has only killed 3 villagers that game. And I remember him beforehand at 2. So... now his army's been pushed back, and now he's very out-qualitied. Has now got 2 melee attack, also additional pierce armor here. These Royal Knights have 6 pierce armor, so these archers will only do 1 damage each. A couple Royal Knights push their way forward, gets good damage here. I wonder if he has painted saddles. Now these archers will do some good damage. They're going to do more damage with them. Got more pierce damage on the way. Archers push way forward, picks off some of these units. Phalanx reaches very far. Does take out a couple of those units. Start stepping away. Horseman getting some good engagement there onto those archers. He does want to push forward his Royal Knights. Let's get another Phalanx or Spear Brace there. Phalanx does also affect the Spear Brace ability. Royal Knight's now charging way forward. Most of his archers are down in this region. No, he still doesn't. Oh no, I'm looking Red's units. Now the Royal Knights are pushed way forward. They don't have the veteran Royal Blood research there, but they're still very high quality at this moment in time. Now they're breaking on forward. More spearmen being pulled on by the Abbasid player. Does force all these units back. Both sides lost quite a bit of forces there. The Abbasid player is nowhere near of aging up. He's actually low in wood as well as gold. And yellow is behind the villagers by a significant amount. He has saved a good number of Royal Knights on the field. Chivalry will of course get them all healed up, give enough time. No, I'm sort of surprised he's not trying to pull out man-at-arms. Right now, French men-at-arms, they will crush everything right here. The only unit he has that can reasonably engage man-at-arms are camel archer. And these will not be just feudal age man-at-arms, these will be castle age man-at-arms as well. I do believe the French player should be eyeing for man-at-arms. The Abbasid player has no real effective counter against that. And now the economic wing now being pulled on the field. He has gotten the, what's it called? Boot camp research a long time ago. Does get a decent spear brace there. Archers do take a bit of damage there. Royal Knights are taking quite a big damage there from the Spearmen. Without Royal Bloodlines, they won't take as much damage as they can, and the Camel Archers doing a good job at reducing the damage output of the Royal Knights. Another Royal Knight charging by 4 does get a good charge there. The French player is going to break through with his heavy cab. These Archers and Spearmen are simply not high enough quality, especially with the support of these Archers. More Royal Knights are streaming on the way forward. Got 7 more queued on up. Archer's able to pick away in Hindi. Does find an opportunity there. A single Royal Knight hit some of these villagers. And these harassments will also really help the French player out in this game, help crack his opponent. His opponent needs those resources to force build up units. He is scheming the bottom of the barrel, and he's having trouble producing anything at the moment, seeing all of his villagers not pulled off of the food line. He does find some more of these villagers back here, able to hit the economy. Got more hits over there. Archers and Spearmen making their advance, getting some good damage. We don't see any camels being put on the field. Villagers trying to shank these Royal Knights. It's not going to go too well. And I think Red has been knocked out of the game. His military force on the minimum. He can't produce crossbows in time. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.